Thank you all for coming to our annual Fall Sports Awards night, where we get to recognize the efforts of our student athletes who have put forth a lot of effort in representing JFK. For some of you, that is a never-ending season, such as maybe our football players who are working out all year. Others, I've seen all of you over the summer. So this is not just a September to November thing. So you should all recognize how thankful we should be for the efforts of our athletes. So give yourself a nice round of applause. I also want to thank all the coaches for their hard work. A lot of what you see is only on the field or in the band room or on the mats if it's cheering practice, but what you don't see is that these coaches are dedicated 100% off the field as well, whether it's checking on your sons and daughters' grades or whether it's just making sure they're okay. So I want to give a nice round of applause for the coaches. I also want to thank the supportive administration. They're always at the games. They're always seeing what they can do for us. They are just as involved as the coaches are. A lot of times, again, you don't see it. So I certainly want to thank the dedicated administration. And lastly, I want to thank the parents and guardians. Being a parent myself, having a son or a daughter involved in a sport is a commitment for you as well. And that could be whether it's rides to and from practice at odd hours on Saturdays, standing in the heat in August at games, or just going to any game or practice in general. So this doesn't work without the support of parents or guardians, so a round of applause for you. Before we get started, I want to turn it over to the band. They're going to play the national anthem. Please rise. Thank you, Mr. Cabrera and the band. For those of you who may not have experienced one of these award ceremonies, basically, I'm going to introduce each coach. They'll come up and say a few words about their team, and then they'll introduce the participants. First up, we have You want to go now? Yeah. Okay. Before we go into the coaches, I messed up the order here, forgive me. Dr. Parry, our principal, is going to say a few words before we kick it off.
It's our new AD. You better not screw that up again. It's Mr. Weisenstein. Hey, Mr. Weisenstein, thank you. So yeah, I wanted to go now because the coaches are going to say everything I was going to say. So I wanted to make sure I say my stuff now. Last year, it was my first time here, and it was like my second week when we had Fall Sports Awards. And I guess I didn't really know what I was getting into. We had middle school sports. I was at the middle school forever, but middle school sports are not high school sports. So I quickly learned, and I learned even more this year, just the amount of hours and energy and calories that are burned through the fall sports and all of the activities that go on in the fall. Today, back last year when I got here, Mr. Rotello was our athletic director, and he said, Dr. Parry, I promise you this is going to be like your favorite event of the year. And what seems like we do hundreds of events each year, the sports awards are still near and dear and probably one of my favorite. It's that time of year we get to really appreciate the students for what they do. I guess I didn't realize it. I mean, I have 3 kids who play high school sports, so I kind of had an idea. But like Mr. Weisenstein pointed out, high school sports starts as soon as you leave middle school. It's all summer. It's a grind. So what the students do, and then school kicks in, right? So now you have to do homework and getting to know your classes and things like that. It is not easy. I've seen it. I've seen the grind through my own children. I've seen the grind through the children sitting out here today. So kids, I appreciate what you do, and thank you for representing JFK the way you do. Secondly, I want to thank the coaches. That is the true magic to this thing. I mean, you're looking at a school where the girls' soccer team and boys' soccer team, for that matter, basically play in the outfield of a baseball field with kiddie nets. We have people all over the place. The band is on at like 11:30 at night. They go out onto the football field. We're pressed for space. The adults do a pretty good job here of making it work. So coaches, I can't say enough for what you do on the field and off the field. Don't think I didn't notice a bunch of the girls soccer players on that FCCLA kicking butt yesterday. I noticed that. Yeah, go ahead. It shows you these kids do connect with their coaches, and it transcends the field into the classroom and then hopefully into the world. You learn incredibly valuable lessons playing sports. As a former Mustang, I can tell you that. I still hold some of my coaches near and dear to my heart. And then finally, parents. You literally fixed the bus this year. If you were one of the band parents, I think some of you may have drove the bus at one point or not. I don't know. We can't talk about that, right, Mr. Cabrera? Shh, quiet on that one. But you flip hamburgers at football games. You are here constantly, and I appreciate that. And I know the kids appreciate that. Kids, give your parents a round of applause because they hustle hard for you. So if you know me, you know I could ramble all night, and I won't. So I'm going to say, have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And tonight we celebrate you all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Parry. First up, we have our girls' tennis coach. He's affectionately known as Coach K, but his real name is Coach Kohutanich, in case you were wondering. Coach K, come on up.
Good evening. It's tough going first, but it's easy going first because if I take out the 20 minutes of the volleyball team that I told, he's going to still be mad at me. But congratulations to the all fall 2022 athletes. Give yourself a big round of applause. I'm going to echo Mr. Weisenstein and Dr. Parry. Congratulations to all parents, the Board of Education, who's very supportive of athletics, and the JFK administration. Thank you very much for your support. Special thanks go out to, I don't know if you've noticed, but Ms. V, come on out here for a second. Hey, coaches, I apologize, but you know how good you have it when a Hall of Fame coach says, hey, I'd like to help you this year. All right, open arms, and our team exhibited, all right, Coach D's enthusiasm and her winning ways. The girls' team finished with a 12-6 record, 10-2 in the division, all right? Next year, we're going for that division title, all right? Each of the 5 flights this year advanced in the initial round of the GMC. So to say the least, this year's season was a very, very successful athletic season. But I tell the girls, and I do coach 2 other sports, and I embrace that family's number 1. Parents of these athletes, student athletes, you did an amazing job, all right? School's number 2, all right? All our girls, all our seniors are planning on pursuing areas of that will help people, all right? It's the neatest thing. They are truly excellent citizens. Thank you very much, JFK population, for helping achieve that. Thank you. This year's 2022 girls tennis team. As I say your name, just please stand. Roshni Anasia. Tajashwi, I'll stay standing. Tajashwi Jayananthinan. I apologize. Tajashwi, I'm trying. Rita Kadri. 5 years from now, they will confuse me, but Ananya Roy and Anana Vineeth. Juniors, Nalini Aruprasad, Palak Grover, Krishna Joshi, Vaidehi Kaler, Nimrath Kanuja, Shravya Pogiri, Pranavi Sesh, Fiona Kawatra, Dia Shah, and Sadia Talang. Freshman, Manavsvi Chinam. Sophomores, no freshmen. Sophomores, Manavsvi Chinam, Yana Carver, and Shreya Srinivasan. Once again, our 2022 girls tennis program. Congratulations. This young lady overcame an early season injury, all right? And with her persistence, all right, she was able to play in a number of the matches toward the tail end of the season. This helped this young lady earn the most improved player, Ananya Roy. They want, hold on, you gotta get her a pen? Most improved. Let's get a picture.
Hold on to your phone.
This next student athlete met each challenge with a smile and complete conviction in her ability. She made her teammates feel important and comfortable the way she carried herself on a daily basis. Her opponents knew she meant business, but she epitomized, all right, what it means to be a sportsman. This year's Sportsmanship Award winner is Anana Vineeth. Ready? Hold on, you gotta get a picture. In tennis, the positions go in order of degree of ability. This young lady has played first singles for 2 years in a row and has exhibited poise and character for each one of those 2 seasons. This year, she was very successful, all right? She led the team in consecutive starts at her flight and finished the season with, help me out, I want to say it's 8 wins at least, right? 11 wins. I apologize. 11 wins. This has earned her the team MVP, Savia Talang. I don't know where I missed the 3 there, Savia. The consummate team leader, that person that held everything together no matter what. We are now, because of her and because of her, how should I, insights, we now are known as the Mustangs and Mushrooms. That's an inside joke with the team, all right? She coordinated and ran the summer practice workouts, which contributed, with the help of Miss D, contributed to the amazing success the team had this year. She will be forever one of the leaders that will move on from JFK High School and be a productive member in the world environment. Her enthusiasm has helped her earn the Mustang Award for 2022. Rita Kadri. Did a great job, Rita. Once again, the 2022 girls tennis team. Good job, girls.
Thank you, Coach K. One housekeeping item while we move on. There's going to be a lot of certificates being handed out, and there's going to be plaques being handed out. If there's a mistake, don't panic. It will be fixed. We will take care of it. So don't worry about that. The coaches already know. Next up is going to be girls soccer, but before we start, girls soccer team experienced quite a resurgence this year, and one of the benefits of that was Coach Santana was selected by her peers in her division as Coach of the Year for the Blue Division, so congratulations to Coach Santana. Your plaques right here. Okay, here's your plaque. Here's your talker.
All right, first I'd like to thank our athletic director, all our administrators, most importantly, our trainer, Alexis Heaney. I don't know what we would do without her. My assistant coach, Rella. Don't know what I'd do without you. I'd like to also thank Coach Miggets and Coach Duran for stepping in and supporting. And last but certainly not least, we were so lucky to have a volunteer join our team this year, and I'd like to acknowledge him for all his help and support this season. Thank you, Mr. Jared Hauser. Now for our season. This year was by far the best season girls varsity soccer has had in over 10 years. We ended our season 9-2-1 in our division, This was a huge accomplishment for our team, especially opening up against Wardlaw and going into double overtime. This season, hard work was put to the test. We truly encompassed what it meant to never give up, to keep fighting, and that literally every minute on the board counted. This year, we went to GMC's second round of states, and I'd like to thank all of our freshmen and new players that joined us that truly made a difference. I'd also like to acknowledge the 4 athletes that received all division: Caitlin Figueredo, Abby Carras, Ruby McDermott, Paula Antunes, all division and all conference. Congratulations. Please stand when you hear your name. This is in no particular order. This is the girls' varsity soccer team: Jaylene Castro, Rosalind Giordano, Kaylee Kincalvis, Anastasia Kinsakis, Valentina Kaskakis, Eva Kuzar, Catherine McDermott, Gore Despronit, Brianna Lopes, Lorelai Lorenzen, Krisha Nahi, Layla Smith, Paula Antunes, Caitlin Figueredo, Abby Carras, Chris Kuzar, Ruby McDermott, Anusha Patel, Alyssa Lukaziski, Manali Patel, Isabel Martinez, Brittany Hildalo, and our manager and stats, Kizra Latif. Thank you. My first award goes to a player that has shown significant growth, improvement throughout our season. This player never complained once, constantly tried her hardest, always asked for help when she felt improvement was needed, was truly concerned about playing good for her team. For her first year stepping onto our varsity field as a starter, it was extremely overwhelming. However, this young lady stepped up to the plate on several occasions, including 2 incidents where she scored the goal to win the game. She refused to buckle under pressure and instead showed up for her team. There is not another player that deserves most improved other than Anusha Patel. The next award is for sportsmanship. This young lady has played varsity soccer all 4 years and started as a freshman. I've had the honor of coaching, this amazing young woman who somehow always holds her composure, never gets angry, is overly sympathetic to both her team and opposing teams, and not once has ever complained. Our seasons are not easy, and unfortunately, she had to endure 3 losing seasons, and yet has never changed her stripes, win or lose. Her attitude in life and sports is admirable and truly a great example for the composure all athletes should have on and off the field. The Sportsmanship Award goes to Alyssa Lukaziski.
That's every year, dude.
I'm doing good right now, actually.
Thank you.
All right, guys, 2 down, no tears yet. Choking up, but you know. The Mustang Award is given to a player that truly encompasses all aspects of a player and a student that represents our JFK school. This young lady has done and continues to do that. She's involved in every aspect of our school with sports, the arts, academic, and has become a huge part of our school's culture through her clubs and involvements. On the field as a captain, she leads her team, encourages her teammates, actively plays multiple positions at once. Caitlin Figueredo is our leading goal scorer with 18 goals and our center of distribution on the field. Without her, our game is noticeably different. As a captain on the team, leadership, character, motivation, positive reinforcement are extremely important, and that's what a Mustang should represent. Our Mustang Award goes to Caitlin Figueredo. This year, there is no more deserving player for MVP than Paula Antunes. The difference her presence brings to the field is irreplaceable. Paula was the definition of the most valuable player this year simply because she was our starting goalie while also being our second highest goal scorer on the team. She has 119 saves and 14 goals this year, including 3 hat tricks. If you don't know what that is, that's 3 goals in 1 game, 3 times. Yes. mind you, all her goals were scored only playing parts of 4 games. No other goalie in our conference or division has any goals scored. Several times this season, Paula was asked to not only perform in goal, but to come out of goal, play striker, score, then go back into goal. These actions alone were responsible for game wins. Every coach that watched her play was overly impressed with her amazing ability not only to make unstoppable saves, but her ability to finish with such power. To say her season would have been different without her is an understatement. She truly pushed herself for her team to help lead us to victory and never let them down. So it is with great pleasure that I recognize Paula for MVP. Thank you.
Only one crowd. Over under.
Do I have to wipe any tears off the microphone? Thank you, Coach Santana. Next up, I would like to welcome Coach Miggets for boys soccer. Plaques right here. Awesome.
Good evening, everyone. I would also like to dole out the thank yous to administration, Dr. Perry, Ms. Zeitz, Mr. Carrasio, and the main office staff that deal with all of our physicals, our athletic director, Mr. Weisenstein, and our athletic trainer, Ms. Heaney, my assistant coaches, Coach Fells and Coach Duran, but most of all to my players. It's been my pleasure to coach you guys this season. I would also like to extend congratulations to all the fall athletes and coaches, but especially the girls soccer team for such a successful season, and to Coach Santana for receiving the GMC Blue Division Coach of the Year. Most of all, I'd like to extend congratulations to our senior captain, Christopher Guapa, for his selection not only to the All Blue Division team, but to the GMC All-Conference team. He deservedly becomes one of the first boys soccer players since 2016 to achieve this. Great job, Chris. You guys got one more of those? You got one more? There it is. All right. All right. Our boys soccer team had a long season, but they have proven their character. They've earned the Sportsmanship Award for the GMC Blue Division due to their composure and quality of character under fire. In fact, a quick short story about their quality. One of our players, a senior on this team, who is like everyone's older brother, is well loved, had his bike stolen, unfortunately, from his home during the season. So one day, while he wasn't at training, we're all in a huddle, wrapping up the session, and our players came up with the idea, hey, we should all throw a little money and get him a new bike. By that Monday, right, by the end of that weekend, he had a new bike, and we gave it to him before a game. So yeah. We'll quickly announce all the players in the program. Freshman Jaden Charco. Stand up, please. Lucas Montiero. Eric Olashusi. I always mess up the name. Jeffrey Martinez. Diego Montoya. Bir Talreja. Sebastian Hoyos. Mikel De Orca. Now I'd like to announce the varsity team. I'll start with the freshmen. Freshman Hadi Hamad, Nikhil Patel, Noah Matos, Anthony Laupa, Lamar Badarawal, Mario Zani, Carlos Areza, Matt Rodriguez, Eric Pierzak, Shivam Patel, John Martinez, Herman Bayon, Arnav Adali, Kelvin Rosales, Jay Patel, Dev V. Patel, Dev H. Patel, Jack Lovera, Senior Captain Chris Guapa, Tiago Garcia, Daniel Cavallo, and Will Burke. Our 2022 boys varsity. You guys can have a seat now. These are the awards. For most improved, this player did not come out as a freshman, but came out this year and stepped immediately onto the varsity field. In fact, I had never subbed him off. He only had come off for injury. As a player that I'm looking forward to growing within the program, as he's already grown this season. That's Carlo Areza. My sportsmanship award, or I should say our sportsmanship award, goes to our junior captain, who has played out of position for 3 years because he knows the team needs it. Never complains. Always does the right thing, and he understands the writing on the wall. A fantastic person and player, Eric Peterzak. Our Mustang Award. This player also didn't play last year due to unforeseen circumstances and played this year, and I wish he had played last year. He is a player with as much or more passion than anyone in this room and has a love of the game that can be seen. He's always the first one there and the last one to leave, the first one to help pick up, to offer anybody and everything, and to give advice, sage advice to everyone. Kelvin Rosales, Mustang Award. I think the most valuable player is obvious to everybody who's ever seen any one of our games. 4 years ago, he stepped in as a freshman. He stepped right into our goal. And he had talent and ability under severe pressure. It was somewhere along that way he became a man. And watching him in goal is, if you've ever seen it, is a feat to behold. I would say it was that Saraville game last year. To watch him is absolutely incredible. The character, the grit, the athleticism, something that I have not seen in the school for a long time. Having said that, he is a warrior and shows up without complaining. And if he lived 1,000 years ago, he would be a gladiator. And unfortunately for him, after some of our games, he comes off the field looking covered in blood and dirt and all beat up. But again, all division, all conference, most valuable player in our team, Christopher Guapa. JFK boys soccer team.
Thank you, Coach Miggins. Next up, I would like to welcome our head coach for girls volleyball, Coach DeVoe. I am sure he will not be using the mic stand because you won't hear him, so I'll be handing this to him.
I feel my mom recording already.
Wait, is it good? We're in the front row.
Thank you, Mr. Weisenstein. All right, thank you all for coming. Thank you to the administration, thank you to Mrs. Heaney, and thank you to all the parents for making sure our kids could come and get picked up. Before I introduce the team, a quick word about our season. We knew we had our work cut out for us when we graduated some players last year that were key to our success, and they moved us up into the red division. So we're playing all big schools this year, and it was a good experience, but it was definitely tough. All right, first let's announce varsity. First, Shrestha Nithan. Palak Shah. Anatola Oyekalani. Krishna Patel. Victoria Vera. Sierra. Maya Patel. See if Patel could be here tonight. Sydney DeVoe, Rina Patel, Sarah Mataku, Esther Matthew, and Vina Lopez. I also want to thank Ryan Batsaku, former player and #1 fan. All right, first for the Sportsmanship Award. This girl, she played all 4 years, always worked her butt off. In her 4 years, I think she played, 3 or 4 different positions over her career. She always stepped up, felt the void that was there, never complained, always showed up, always stepped up to make us better. Sportsmanship Award goes to Victoria Vera. Next, most improved. This player, she always battled hard, so hard last year that she got hurt. She got a major injury that she had to work her way back from, worked her way back, played different positions, again, wherever we needed her. Her athleticism, her drive, her competitiveness helped us make better. The MIP goes to Krishna Pathak. All right, the Mustang Award, which is basically all 3 awards kind of rolled into one. This girl also always faced tough competition ahead of her. This year, she really rised above. She earned her spot as a starter. She is top 4 in the team in kills, in digs, but she leads the team in assists. She's the co-captain and captain of the step team. Sierra CC. All right, last MVP. I never thought I would give this girl an award, quite frankly. Not because she didn't earn it, it's because I never thought she was going to play volleyball. She was a basketball player. I don't know, her parents chose for her to play basketball. She earned all white division this year. She earned all GMC this year. She led the team in blocks and in kills. MVP goes to Sydney DeVoe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach DeVoe. Next, I would like to welcome Coach Wydell for boys cross country.
Good evening, everybody, and happy almost Thanksgiving. I feel like this is a rib. I'm like one of the shortest coaches in the room, and I have to go after the tallest coach in the room. I guess on that note, I'll thank everybody. Dr. Parry and the administration here at JFK, our secretaries in the main office, Mr. Weisenstein, our AD. It was nice not getting stranded anywhere for 2 hours this year and having all our buses on time. Our trainer, Alexis, our nurse, Miss Butel, and my fellow coaches, especially those whose shoulder I cried on from time to time. I want to thank both Coach Hendersons, the one that lets me use his gym rent-free, and the other one that allows me, to coach my program error-free, considering I don't, work in the building. She helps makes our program run as smooth as it could possibly be. 1 year ago, our boys cross-country team, we began what I'm calling a three-year journey that hopefully results in, the end of our division championship drought. We had a much better season this year, although it started off in the absolute most bizarre way. We were out in Highland Park and we actually got attacked by wasps. It's funny now. Luckily, we didn't have any allergies that day. Just me. I thought maybe getting attacked by those wasps would make us a little bit faster, but the Spider-Man effect did not happen for us. We had a sophomore return and pick up where he left off. We had a junior miss a chunk of the season and still get named All-Division. And we had a freshman shake the very foundation of our program and, take us by storm. At this time, I'd like to introduce the boys cross-country team. Hey! All right, freshmen, we got Ion Amin. Y'all can stand. Servesh Kapani, Satvik Pogiri. All right. Darshil Shindi, Josh Rivera, Hari Sriram, and then the rest are just not here, so I won't say their names. Sophomores, I think only like 2 showed up. We got Prem Parikh, Achilles 2. Juniors, a whole bunch of them, I guess, all have the same orthodontist because they all had problems with their braces today. We have Captain Adarsh Passamarty, Chaz Ruiz, and probably our next UFC Ultimate Fighter, Dan Yar Turtliev. Seniors, we only have one. We don't really get a true senior night down at Merrill Park. So I do just want to take a moment out to kind of give this senior his senior night. This is someone who stepped up and, well, did he just stand now? Yeah. They all know who you are at this point. I did want to take a moment out to honor Gervin for everything he's done. When he first came to our program, we kind of butted heads a little bit. Gervin had never done a varsity sport before, but it ended up being one of my best buddies on this roster. Took on a captain's role, ran his best time on the hardest course we could possibly run. And that day that the wasps attacked us, he took several stings to the leg. I asked him if he wanted to stop. You know, and I can't really repeat what he said. There were some vowels and consonants in it, but I can't repeat it. And he kept on going. And besides what he said, that's what a captain should do. That would be Gervin DeHart. All right, on to our awards. Our Mustang Award winner decided not to show up tonight. I was going to say a whole bunch of nice things about him. He's in our top 7. He might be in the top 1 next year in his graduating class. That would be Shreyas Singh. I'll accept this on his behalf. Sportsmanship. Our Sportsmanship Award winner always gives his props to his fellow teammates and opponents after a race. He'll shake their hand, he'll tell them good job. He'll get very excited about the race he just ran, and he'll quickly forget it because obviously the team means a whole lot more than individual successes. And our Sportsmanship Award winner is Achilles too. Most improved. Our program can't possibly get any better without people that can step up and improve their craft. And our most improved is somebody who, within the last season and a half, has made his way into our top 7. He's also snuck into the top 5 a few times when we've had injuries, and even made our state's roster this year. He's somebody that I've seen quite a bit of over the last 3 years, almost 3 years now, as I coach him twice a year. And I can't wait to see him in the spring and see how much he improves there. Our most improved, Chaz Ruiz.
I knew it, I knew it.
So I got like 9 pages of stuff here. We're just getting started. 5 minutes, more like 20. MVP. Our MVP told me last year in my classroom that he was going to play football this year. I'm glad he didn't. No offense, football. Hey, just calling it like I see it. Day 2 of tryouts, he shows up at Merrill Park, and from that point on decided to go ahead and place first in every dual meet we had, medaled 4 out of 5 races, finished 2nd in his GMC race this year, and also made the state team. He also set a new record in the 3200 and completely shattered Prem's record from a year ago. Our MVP for the 2nd year in a row is a freshman, and it is Ayana Min. And that is your 2022 boys cross country team.
I was just messing my little work there.
Thank you, Coach Wydell. Next up, I'd like to welcome Coach Wernsing for girls cross country.
Thank you.
Good talker.
evening, Mustangs. I would like to first thank administration, Mr. Weisenstein, Ms. Massaro in the main office, Alexis, and most importantly, Coach Wydell, because he truly saved me this year by taking my team to state sectionals when it inconveniently fell on my wedding date. I would also like to congratulate the other fall coaches and athletes on a job well done this season. Our team ended the season 2-2 this year, earning wins over both crosstown rivals, Woodbridge and Colonia. We did a lot of traveling on the weekends to places such as Six Flags, where they got to compete in the Wild Safari Invitational and then have fun in the park during Fright Fest. I would like to give a couple shout outs to some athletes who had some exceptional performances this year. Junior Karush Naranjan earned a spot on the all-division team. Gia Patel broke the freshman 2-mile school record. And Sophia Kott is the new holder of the freshman GMC champion title. Aside from all of the phenomenal things this team accomplished on the course, they're also outstanding young ladies. No matter what went on throughout the day, at school or at home, all of these girls showed up to practice every day with smiles on their faces, ready to put their best foot forward and better themselves in the workout. Thank you, girls, for such a great season. I would now like to recognize our athletes, senior Shannon Kavaja, and Jasmine Yee. Junior Sneha Bhatt, Vanessa Kott, Yashvi Rayoli, Karush Naranjan, Dhruvi Savalia, and Niyati Sharma. Sophomore Ayushi Jha, and freshman Sophia Kott, Raya Nirmal Kumar, and Gia Patel. Now for the awards. The first award is the most improved player. Prior to this season, this athlete solely had sprinting experience and had absolutely no faith in herself that she would be able to run a 5K at all, let alone race a 5K. With the help of her supportive team and her drive and determination, she quickly became a vital member of the team. I can now say with full confidence that she is not just a sprinter, but a varsity cross-country athlete. Our MIP award goes to Niyati Sharma. Next up is the Sportsmanship Award. This is going to the athlete that is always present, positive, and a stellar teammate to others. When every other member of this team crosses the finish line, she is always there with a smile and complimentary words. She has a much larger impact on this team than I think she realizes. The Sportsmanship Award goes to Dhruvi Savalia. The Mustang Award is being awarded to the athlete who truly identifies what it means to be a Mustang on and off the cross-country course. Throughout this entire season, she has been a leader in every single aspect of practice, meets, and life in general. She will be greatly missed next year, but I know she instilled so many positive attributes into the underclassmen that will lead us to great success in the future. Our Mustang Award goes to Captain Shannon Kavaja. Lastly, the MVP award goes to a tough athlete who gives it her all in every workout and race. She consistently places first for the Mustangs in our races, along with earning herself a spot on the all-division team. I am thrilled that she will be returning next year because I don't know what we would do without her cheerful smile and positive vibes every day. Our MVP for the second year in the row goes to our #1 and captain, Karush Naranjan. Our 2022 girls cross country team.
Thank you, Coach Warrensinger. Next up, I'd like to bring up one of the people who is responsible for our festive home atmosphere at our games, your band director, Mr. Cabrera.
Put these on top.
Yep.
And then these underneath. There you go.
I'd like to start by thanking my staff, Ms. Hugelmeyer, Mr. Eberhardt, and Ms. Patrimonio, and my techs, Mr. Murator, Ms. Banks, and Mr. Jamie, and Ms. Voorhees for all the hard work they do. I also want to thank the custodial staff and Ms. Heaney for all the hard work they do and the help they provide us with, and the administration, faculty, and office staff for your support. My student leadership team, you all went above and beyond. You embodied the definition of servant leadership every single rehearsal and made this season a success. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Thank you to all the parents who helped make our program a success, and above all, thank you to all the students for your hard work. Post-COVID, we still had a lot of retraining of fundamentals that needed to happen, and 28 of our 61 ensemble members were new, so they were learning how to do things for the first time. Despite this, our students put in hard work week after week, and we outscored plenty of bands over the course of the season. We finished our season with an 83, and our percussion section received a second place score at our state championship. The staff is very proud of everything the students have accomplished this year, and we're excited to see how much more they will achieve. At this time, I'm going to read off the names of our members. We have a very large ensemble. Please hold your applause to the end, beginning with our first-year members. Mohammed Arfan, Rudraksh Gudivaka, Lily Heyer, Shelby Hilarzik. Please stand as your names are called, yep. Ilyana Horder, Sahana Iyer, Shreya Iyer, Divya Kumar, Juliet Mendez, Arya Patel, Jia Patel, Madhav Patel, Mira Patel, Tithi Patel, Jacob Petrie, Satvik Pogiri, Ayana Sears, Bhavani Sharma, Garangi Sharma, Dariana Shahadi, Leah Camille Tahada Mello, Shanta Pasio, Anaga Vinith, Kayla Willard. Our two-year members, Juliana Adams, Arisha Arfan, Chris Castagnetta, Scott Davis, Gauri Deshpande, David Everett, Nikita Garuda, trumpet section leader Mark Henry, Sophie Hilarzik, Ruth Matthew, Julie Patel, Teresa Perez, Sravya Pogiri, John Ramos, Karush Navarshini Ranjan. Our three-year members, Vihan Agarwal, Daphne Don, Julia Mazers, Jonathan Nugent, Rebecca Whalen. Our four-year members, drum major Tariq Ali, Eric Blair, field major Arshia Colvin, guard co-captain Julianne Cruz, flute section leader Mercy Jacob, Pareen Jadav, Bharat Joshi, Nick Lutz, Ayush Misra, drum captain Arthur O'Connor, Matthew Page, low brass section leader Kushi Patel, Shreya Patel, Kushi Shah. Five-year members, pit captain Arishi Gaikwad, guard captain Jia Patel, and Amina Salah. The 2022-2023 JFK Marching Mustangs. Our first Mustang Award goes to a four-year member who has shown tremendous responsibility and leadership. She found out the morning of day one of band camp she'd be adding section leader to her list of responsibilities, but buckled down and made it happen, leading her section through rehearsals and being a strong contributor in our regular leadership meetings. Field Major Arshia Colvin. Our second Mustang Award goes to a 4-year member who switched from an instrument he's been playing for years, contributing his thoughtful musicianship to the front ensemble. It has been a pleasure to watch him grow into the musician he's become. Bharat Joshi. Our next Mustang Award goes to a 5-year member. From pushing and motivating the color guard to achieve more and hold themselves to a higher standard, to being another strong voice in our leadership meetings, this student has become a confident performer and leader. Guard Captain Gia Patel. Our fourth Mustang Award recipient is another 5-year member. This student has always been a positive personality in the band, giving her all on every rep and cheering on every other student's successes from her 8th grade year to her senior year, and we will miss her positivity once she's graduated. Amina Salah. Thank you and congratulations to all the fall sports on your seasons.
Thank you, Mr. Cabrera. Along with the band, the cheerleaders were also very instrumental in creating a very festive, celebratory atmosphere at all our home events. And the coach responsible for that is Coach Zook. Come on up.
Here's your plaque.
All right, hi everyone. First things first, I'd like to thank the administration for all their support this season. I'd also like to thank our coaching staff, Coach Judice, Coach Copel, and Coach Piaggio for all of their help this season. We would not be able to do this all without them, so thank you guys so much. Lastly, I'd like to thank our families for all of their support and positive encouragement all season long. This season has been so successful for so many reasons. We placed 3rd in our game day GMC tournament. We've raised over $2,000 for cancer research throughout the season, and we overall just had a really fun season together. We also had a program-wide halftime performance for homecoming, which is a new tradition that we can't wait to continue, along with all our other yearly traditions, fundraisers, and community service events. Every year, it's really awesome to see more and more of our student body participating in school events and coming to our football games, especially after COVID. It's truly the most fun when everyone gets involved, and I have to give a lot of credit to these athletes sitting behind me for encouraging student participation and raising the bar every single year when it comes to spreading the school spirit. Thank you to our captains, Ella, Laura, and Caitlin, for leading our program this season, and to our seniors. And to our seniors for making the most of your senior season and making it an enjoyable experience for everyone around you. You guys will be incredibly missed. Before I recognize the varsity athletes, I'd like to recognize our freshmen and JV athletes. They are just as important to our program as varsity, and to be honest, they come to so many games. They come to every single home game every year to help us out with different events that we're putting on at games, so we really appreciate all their hard work. So girls, you may stand when I announce your name. I'm going to start off with our freshman team. Valerie Arias, Ria Aurora, Kylie DeLugos, Isabella Jones. Can we just hold the applause until the end, please? Thank you. Danielle Jumawis, Ava Nardone, Courtney Polakis, Madison Platt, Kylie Reese, Julia Russo, and Riley Tominski. Special shout out to our junior captains, Christina and Daniela. You guys went above and beyond for our freshman team, and you were great role models all season long. Thanks, guys. You can sit. All right, next up, our JV team. First off, Captain Rachel Gonzalez, Captain Kayla Schnallenberger, Rachel Aponte, Zalise Craig, Ariana DeLugos, Michelle Etienne, Natasha Grimes, Aaliyah Lima, Eva Patel, Krisha Patel, Suhani Patel, Candice Placencia, and Jasmine Sanchez. And last, I would like to recognize all of our varsity athletes. So first off, we're going to start with our captains, Laura Kazub, Caitlin Tikas, and Ella Rodriguez. All right, next up, our seniors, Alyssa Carrion, Allison Cardenas, Akiva Lewis Allen, Bridget Lutz, Kashisha, and Zylene Booth. And now for our juniors and sophomores. Christina Aquino, Rebecca Desmond, Carly Griskowski, Nelly Enriquez, Daniela Pajak, Liz Sarmiento, Chloe Tu, Ashley Yamzan, and also getting a varsity letter this year for helping us out all season long is Jasmine Sanchez. All right, guys, you guys can sit. All right, I'm gonna recognize our award winners for this season, and I'm gonna start off with our Most Improved Cheerleader Award. This is going to someone who joined our program as a freshman, and since freshman year, she has grown not only as a cheerleader, but as a human being as well. It's so awesome to see that even throughout tough times, she kept her spirit high and encouraged her teammates to do the same. This season, she had learned to base elite skills, worked on her tumbling skills outside of practice time, and had so much spirit on the sidelines. Her commitment this season has been incredible, and we will be so sad to see her go. The Most Improved Award is going to Alyssa Carrion. All right, next up we have the Sportsmanship Award. When I'm looking for sportsmanship in these athletes, I'm always looking to see how the kids act around other teams, but I also look to see how they act within their own team and even within their friend group and teachers at school. This teammate has gone the extra mile time and time again to help her team out, including completing things last minute when she really didn't have to. She also always cheered on her teammates and considered everyone a friend, even if she didn't hang out with them outside of cheerleading. She has proved her commitment to our team and our program, but has also given us so much spirit on the sidelines and made sure that each game was a good experience for her teammates. The Sportsmanship Award is going to Rebecca Desmond. Next up is our Mustang Award. This award is going to someone who exemplifies what it means to be a Mustang cheerleader. Her hard work and dedication in school, cheer, and all of the other commitments she has is part of why she's getting this award. But another reason is her commitment to this program since freshman year. Over the years, there's always a few girls who make it through all 4 years as a high school athlete, and she's one of them. She cheered during the pandemic and was dedicated to our program no matter what team she was on, whether it was freshman, JV, or varsity. She has made decisions that will better out herself as a cheerleader, and that makes her a respectable athlete. Our Mustang Award is going to Zylene Boone. The Most Valuable Cheerleader Award. This award is going to a four-year member of our program who will be an extremely hard athlete to replace. She has spent the past 4 years here at this school cheering, even through a pandemic. She has made this program a top priority for her and has been nothing but a good teammate to everyone who's come through. She listens intently, makes corrections, and tries to be the best that she can be. I'm really, really grateful to still have a little bit of time left coaching her and can't wait to see what she does for the rest of the year and for all of the years in her future. Our most valuable cheerleader is Laura Koza. And last, I just want to say congrats on a great season to all of our fall sports, and congrats to all of these athletes sitting behind me.
Thank you, Coach Zoe. Just a reminder as the cheerleaders exit the stage, after our final team speaks, there will be a short video at the end for all to see, so make sure you sit tight when we're done. Our final team of the evening, our football team. Let's welcome Coach Henderson and the football team.
Hey, seniors, juniors, sophomore, freshmen.
I'll remind him. You take your AirPod out, bro? All right. All right.
Those are the only two seats that are open.
What's that? What kind of jacket is that?
Oh, it's my dad's jacket.
From what school?
It's not from the school. It's just a regular.
Oh, it looks like it's a school jacket.
It just matches the outfit. That's why I wore it.
Hey, I'm down with that. All right.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get one.
All right. Here's your plaque. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming tonight. First, thank to our administration, our athletics department, our athletic director, our athletic secretary, and athletic trainer. Thank you Friday nights to our cheerleaders and our cheer coaches, as well as our band members and band director. Thank you to our assistant coaches, to my assistant coaches here, Coach Joyce, Coach Condi, Coach McGann, Coach Creighton, and Coach Parry. And a big thanks to our families, our parents out there, and to our players. All right, our players for buying in and helping construct a foundation which we will continue to build upon, and for truly making every day going down to that field, whether it was the grass, the turf, Friday night games, all right, an enjoyable experience. The season was a lot of fun, and it's definitely helped by the 2022 Mustangs. They showed growth throughout the year as players, as a team, and individually. This time I just want to honor our senior captains first, Evan Richardson, Gio Maglione, and Angel Ruiz. We haven't gotten to our conference awards yet, but Angel Ruiz has already been nominated by one of our media members, Marcus Borden, as our team's Borden Bowler of the Year. So congratulations to him there. Start to go through our rosters. We'll start with our freshmen. When I call your name, please stand up. Grant Lorenzen,
Richie Trotman, Omari Hill, Ryan Rodriguez, sophomore Eliel Gonzalez, sophomore Ryan Mateo, sophomore Lee Tobin, Cam Daniels, and Nick Hine. Down at the end we have sophomore Jeffrey Galupa, Brendan Denti, freshman Anthony Perez Jr., junior Joshua Alencar, our kicker junior Diego Mazzara, junior Dan Gonzalez, junior Gabriel Rodriguez, sophomore Manny Perez Quiano, sophomore Jeremiah Babasola, junior Yanuth Nantakumar. We have our seniors down at the end, starting with Jedediah Perez, Armando Cusel, Kifa Marcellus, Gabe Perez, Brian Ron, Big Mo Nazir, Brandon Rivera White, Yusuf Abdullah, Giovanni Maglione, Evan Richardson, and Angel Ruiz. Thank you, guys. To our awards, we'll start out with Most Improved. All right, when you look at Most Improved, obviously look at where they started and where they finished. Okay, this person not only as a player, but as a person. I'm very proud of the way he carried himself throughout the year, dealing with all sorts of adversities and his accomplishments. He's arguably thrown for the most yards in recent JFK history and maybe beyond that. So Brandon Rivera White, Most Improved. Our sportsmanship, with all athletics, all competitions, okay, it is emotional, okay? I preach win with class, or you have to humbly accept defeat and work to improve. Okay, on the field, this young man is a competitor, okay, and even off the field, he showed how emotionally he is invested into the game and invested into this school here. After injury, he would come to practice every day, and then on film, when we were watching game film, you would see him hopping up and down on one leg when our team was having a good play. So, Sportsmanship Award, Giovanni Maglione. Our MVP, on the field, this player was pivotal in all three facets of the game. When players went down, he stepped up. When the ball was in his hand, we felt confident, and we knew that something good was going to happen. Defensively, he led our team in tackles, forced a safety, and in a key game, he had a forced fumble and recovery on the same play when he ripped it out of the kid's hands. He showed significant growth on the field, as well as emotionally and with his character. Our MVP is Evan Richardson. The Mustang Award, as we all are familiar with, put all the awards into one, you got this person. When you talk about athletics and competition, you often speak about heart, and I can say that this young man has a lot of it. At workouts, at practice, at games, he was all in, going above and beyond. It seemed to be all year when a play was needed to be made, this guy stepped up, and we counted on him for it. Defensive stops, big returns, big catches in games, he was always there. 4 years ago, I knew he was going to be special. I'm proud to have come back and coach everybody here, as well as him, Gabe Perez. Thank you very much. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and at this time I would like to introduce our Vice Principal, Mr. Carrasio.
Exit stage that way.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
want to hold the mic? Changing plans. We're doing this live and on the fly. So before we move on to the final and my favorite part of tonight, I want to introduce the man who started sports award nights back in 2004. The reason why we do this, and I still believe we're the only school that does this event where we bring all of our athletes together. And it's so awesome to see you cheer each other on. This is the man who invented, if not invented, perfected the MUST chant that you all know and love. The guy who got you pumped at freshman orientation, whether that was this August or 4 Augusts ago. Our assistant principal, Mr. Carrasco.
Good evening, everybody. Dr. Parry's right. No other school does this seasonal awards program, and I'm proud to say that I'm honored and privileged to be here tonight. We did start it in the fall of 2004. I'm currently your proud vice principal. At that time, I was your proud athletic director. So here we are 18 years later. It's always a great time when we get together and recognize and honor our students, as we have done this evening. I share the sentiments of gratitude and pride of our previous speakers, Dr. Parry, Mr. Weisenstein, our coaches. I congratulate all of our students who participated in the fall season. I thank the coaches, our athletic trainer, Alexis Heaney, Mr. Weisenstein, our athletic director. And I'd like for all of our student athletes to give a hand to the families and friends that are here tonight that have supported you, especially the seniors, on your 4-year journey. So let's have a nice round of applause for our Mustang family and friends. For 18 years, we have honored our students with awards and recognition for the fall, winter, and spring seasons. This year, we have added a Coach's Award to the program that will be presented for the first time this evening. This award, the Proud to be a Mustang Coaches Award, will be presented on behalf of the administration and athletic department, and I have the honor of making this presentation to a teacher and coach who has served the students of John F. Kennedy Memorial High School for the past 20 years. During this time, this person has been tireless in their efforts and dedication to our students in the classroom and on the field, has demonstrated a commitment to our students, school, and community. Each year, continuously running clinics, camps, coaching rec, travel teams, always dedicating time and making time for anyone who wants to learn and play. This coach continuously pursues growth and improvement and has earned national coaching certification of the highest level in their sport. This coach was an assistant coach for the only team, boys or girls, in the Woodbridge School District that won a state championship in that sport, and also has been honored as a Division Coach of the Year as a head coach and as the Greater Middlesex Conference Coach of the Year as a head coach. Most importantly, this teacher and coach is always there for a person or a community in need. This teacher and coach has always taken the lead to rally others to help and assist those in need. In the 55-plus year history of this sport at JFK, this coach is only the third coach in the history of JFK Memorial High School that this sport has ever had. This teacher and coach has only taught and coached at John F. Kennedy Memorial High School. Tireless effort, commitment, dedication, and enthusiasm are only a few of the qualities that this coach has exemplified over the past 20 years as a social studies teacher and the head coach of the boys soccer program. This evening, on behalf of the administration and the athletic department, the Proud to be a Mustang Coaches Award is presented to Coach Joe Miggets.